A can finish a work in 18 days and B can do the same work in 15 days. B worked for 10 days and left the job. In how many days A alone can finish the remaining work? Now we have been told that B worked for 10 days and left the job. Now let us calculate the work done by B in 10 days. So B's work in 10 days is equal to B's work in 1 day times 10. So what is B's work in 1 day? Well, it is given that B can do the total work in 15 days. So in 1 day B can do 1 by 15 of the work, isn't it? So B's work in 10 days is 10 by 15, and that is 2 by 3. So 2/3 of the work is done by B. So what is remaining work? It is equal to the total work minus the work done by B. So the total work we assume as 1 minus the work done by B, which is 2 by 3, and that is 1 by 3. So 1/3 of the work is remaining. Now this work has to be done by A. And now we have to find out in how many days can A finish the remaining work. So let us consider that these number of days in which A can finish the remaining work is X. Now if we multiply this X by the work A does in 1 day, we will get the remaining work, isn't it? So X times the work done by A in 1 day, that is 1 by 18, because A finishes the work in 18 days. So in 1 day A works 1/18th of the total work. So 1/18th times the total number of days will give you the remaining work that is to be done by A. So we'll get the value of X now. So X is 1 by 3 times 18. So 3 times 6 is 18. Therefore X is 6. So 6 days are required by A to finish the remaining work alone. A can finish a work in 24 days, B in 9 days and C in 12 days. B and C start the work but are forced to leave after 3 days. In how many days the remaining work was done by A? Well, let us calculate B and C's work together for 1 day. It is equal to the work done by B for 1 day, that's 1 by 9, plus work done by C in 1 day, that's 1 by 12. So that is equal to, when you solve it, you'll get 7 by 36. So B and C, if they work for 1 day, they do 7 by 36 of the total work. If they work for 3 days, the work done will be the work done for 1 day times 3. So 7 by 36 times 3, and that is equals to 7 by 12. So for 3 days B and C do 7 by 12 of the work. So the work that remains is equal to 1, the total work, minus 7 by 12, and that is equals to 5 by 12. So this is the remaining work, and this work has to be done by A. So the work done by A should be equals to 5 by 12. So A's 1 day work times the number of days must give us 5 by 12. So A's 1 day work is 1 by 24, because A finishes the work in 24 days, times, let the number of days be X, should be equal to the remaining work, so 5 by 12. So X is equals to 5 by 12 times 24, and 12 times 2 is 24, and that will give you 10 days. So A must finish the remaining work in 10 days. Option C. A and B together finish a work in 30 days. They worked together for 20 days and then B left. After another 20 days, A finished the remaining work. In how many days can A alone finish the job? Well, A and B work together and they finish the work in 30 days. They have worked together for 20 days and then B left. So now let us calculate the work done by A and B together for 20 days. It will be equals to the work done by A and B together for 1 day, and that will be 1 by 30, times the number of days. and that is 20. So 20, it is equals to 2 by 3. So in 20 days, A and B together finish 2/3 of the work. So the remaining work when B left is equals to 1 minus 2 by 3. That is the work done by A and B together for 20 days. And that is equals to 1 by 3. So 1/3 of the work is remaining, and that is done by A. And the total number of days required is 20 days. So A's 1 day work times 20 should give you the remaining work. So A's 1 day work is basically equals to 1 by 3 times 20, and that is 1 by 60. So A does 1/60 of the work in 1 day. So the total work will be done in how many days? So this will come out to be 60, the reciprocal of the work done in 1 day. So in 60 days, A can alone finish the job. So option D is the correct answer. A and B together can do a piece of work in 30 days. A having worked for 16 days, B finishes the remaining work alone in 44 days. In how many days shall B finish the whole work alone? So if A and B together work, then they complete the work in 30 days. This is given to us. What again is given to us is independent time periods of A and B. And A works for some time and then B works for some time. They don't work together. So what we can do is we can consider A's 1 day work as X and B's 1 day work as Y. Now we know that A and B, if they work together, they do it in 30 days. So A and B's 1 day work working together will be 1 by 30. So 1 by 30, and this is equals to A's 1 day work plus B's 1 day work, right? So X plus Y. So this is one equation that we've got. Now also we have been given that A worked for 16 days and then B worked for 44 days. So the total work done is actually, let me write it, total work done is equals to, it is 1, and that is equals to the total work done by A in 16 days and the work done by B in 44 days. So the work done by A in 1 day is X times 16 because he worked for 16 days plus the work done by B in 1 day is Y and he works for 44 days. So Y times 44. So basically what you have is 16X plus 44Y is equals to 1. So this is equation 1 and equation 2. And when you solve these two equations, which I'm not going to solve to save time, you'll get X is equals to 1 by 60 and Y is equals to 1 by 60. So we assume that B's 1 day work is equals to Y, and which is 1 by 60. So this is B's 1 day work. So the total days required by B to finish off all the work alone will be the reciprocal of its 1 day work, and that's 1 by 60's reciprocal is 60. So 60 days are required by B to complete the whole work alone. So option C is the correct answer.